Good day everyone. So my assigned topic is all about the chapter 10, motivations and emotion. Motivation and emotions are closely related to one another. When we say motivation, it is derived from the word motive, which means needs, desires, wants, or drives within the individuals. It is the process of stimulating people to action to accomplish the goals. There are two basic theories of motivation. First is Freud psychoanalytic theory. It means that our actions are determined by inner forces and impulses that often operate at an unconscious level. The second one is social learning theory. It entails that our behavior is learned through interaction with an observation of the environment. On the other hand, emotions refer to a result from satisfaction or non-satisfaction of motive. Emotions are strong feelings of some kind accompanied by highly complex changes in the body itself. Thus, all I can say is that if there is lack of emotion, it causes lack of progress. Therefore, it will lead to lack of motivation. Be it all, thank you.
How to handle the hurt. Everyone is vulnerable at one time to another. No one can avoid hurt. If you live life to its fullest, you're bound to encounter disappointment and rejection. It is difficult for anyone to handle hurt, but teenagers are especially susceptible. During adolescence, there are great stresses because teens' personalities and bodies are just in the process of forming. Since teens haven't formed yet, the identity they feel comfortable with their upon to handle. Teens often experience this kind of vulnerability for the first time around the ages of 14 and 15. When players begin to abandon their long friendship, they descend to explore relationships with the opposite sex, since teens really don't know themselves fully. Many of them lead to establish tentative relationships. This often means rejection for this person seeking for more permanent attachment. The worst part of getting hurt is the realization that both of you and your friend is valuable. Sometimes we dream that everything is perfect, and getting hurt shakes us back to reality. There are ways to let go the past hurts. First is acceptance. Make the decision to let it go. Things don't disappear on their own. Express your pain and responsibility. Focus on the present. Forgive them and yourself. That's all.
Good day to each and everyone. So for today's video, I am going to discuss of how to handle your anger. So anger is a completely normal, usually healthy in human emotion. But when it gets out of control or turns destructive, it can lead to problems at work, in your personal relationship, and in the overall quality of your life. And it can make you feel as though you're at the mercy of unpredictable and powerful emotion. So we can't control our feelings because feelings come and go to the patterns they make, in which evident in our behavior, conscious and unconscious, to illustrate of who we are. So here are the tips on how to control your anger. First, think before you speak. Once you're calm, express your anger and get some exercise. Take a time out, identify possible solution, and practice relaxation, skills, and know when to seek help. So the roots of anger and the measure of its intensity, and go back to your childhood when we were dauntless, punished for it. Believe we should or might be. That would be all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, and this is Queenie Grace, and also my topic is how to control your temper. So, based on my experiences, I know every one of us experienced this emotions that we can't control our temper. But in my experiences, the thing that we must aware for it, or the thing that we must remember into ourselves is that do not put a decision making into your when you are in your temper, because in the end of that day it will regret. you will regret rather. So as we in our temper, we have also to keep in mind to control our emotions. Though there are some people that they can't really control. It's because of their emotions. Maybe they have maybe they're hurt, they are angry or mad to someone or something. So maybe I cannot also please someone. But in my experiences, the thing that I always put in my mind is to keep in control and do not say or something bad, or do not say that you have to end something in decision. So that is the learning that I learned from how to control a temper, and it is also help. It's a big help also for me because there is many things that I can also apply to myself. So that's all, and thank you.
Conflict and stress. Sometimes in our lives that there are things which very important to us, that is to achieve the main goal, which is to finish the studies. But there are times we passing through away because there are many reasons why we have to give up just because of not enough money to support for school obligation and projects. Therefore, most of us was terrified by frustration or stress. When we talk about conflict, is the satisfaction of one leads to the frustration of the other. Most conflicts involves goals that are simultaneously desirable and undesirable, both positive and negative. For example, the clothes is so pretty but expensive. I love them but they don't love me. Approach and avoidance conflicts. These types indicate that the two motives operate somewhat differently. This happens with couples who break up. Defense mechanism. This refers to unconscious processes that defend a person against anxiety by distorting reality in some way. Some of these are denial, repression, rationalization, and rejection. When we talk about stress, some of these are necessary for an individual to function normally. This is the number one to come up in our mind, such like when don't have money to buy baby's milk, and so that it's all started. Stress is also related to heart failure. It does not only affect the actual functioning of body systems but also the more subtle process of aging. Life is too short, so be positive, collect good memories, and remove what is the past. Focus on your new changes improving. Don't listen others' negative thinking and feeling for you. Never mind those people who brings you down, and don't allow someone who cannot appreciate your upside down.
Exercises for inner beauty. Beauty begins with our views about ourselves, our self-perception, and learning negative thinking can be hard, but it's also the first step forward, turning what we think is ugly into something beautiful. Self-perception changes based on a lot of factors, some of which kind yourself. Take time to your body to appreciate the journey you've been on and how your beauty has evolved unworthy of beautiful, and how beautiful reflection reflect that change, but how you see it and until to notice of yourself.